Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into something that sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi novel: conversational memory and large language models, or LLMs for short. But trust me, it's very real and incredibly powerful, especially for us in the marketing world. Keep watching to see a demo of how conversational memory works and how it can make you more efficient. Now, what is conversational memory? Imagine you're having a conversation with a friend. You don't start from scratch every single time, right? You reference past jokes, experiences, or inside information. Conversational memory for LLMs works similarly. It allows them to remember past interactions with you. This is game-changing because currently LLMs are stateless. Each new conversation you start is treated independently. So why is conversational memory important? As marketers, we wear many hats. Sometimes we're diving into market trends. Other times, we're researching a target persona. And other times, we're writing content to generate interest with our customers. Each of these tasks requires different skills. Therefore, we need our AI collaborators to also have different skills. With conversational memory, marketers can create specialized conversations within their LLMs and train them with the skills they need for a specific task. Let's take a look. For the sake of this demo, I want to create two conversations. The first, to create my persona to give me information about my target audience. And then the second is a writing assistant. So let's start with building out that initial persona. For the sake of this demo, I had the persona be a B2B marketer. So I created a prompt telling Gemini that it was a research assistant and they knew everything about B2B marketers. Gemini knows their challenges, the trends in the industry, and what they want to know most about. I asked Gemini to create a persona that provides high-level insights about what keeps them up at night, their aspirations, and key things they wish they knew about. And as you'll see, Gemini created a persona, Amelia. So Amelia is what we are going to call our B2B marketer moving forward throughout this demo. It gave us high-level insights, what keeps her up at night, her aspirations, and things that Amelia wants to know more about. I couldn't help but laugh with this last little bonus insight. As a B2B marketer in my career, I completely understand this feeling, but I digress. Next, I asked, what are Amelia's thoughts on AI? And the research assistant comes back with very plausible beliefs around the benefits and concerns that Amelia has with this technology. Next, I asked, given her concerns around AI, what are 5 topics that Amelia would be interested in learning more about as it pertains to AI? I'm interested in creating blogs on these topics, so give me a title for an associated blog and why it would be valuable for her. It then goes through and gives me 5 potential titles, as well as why this topic would be interesting to Amelia. So this gives me a great set of content ideas to target my specific persona. So let's put a pin in this. We will come back shortly, but we ended this conversation knowing some interesting content that Amelia would like to read. Next, we want to create a conversation that is able to mimic my writing style, to have AI be able to help me more easily create content. So to do this, I put together a document with about 5 different blogs that I've written so that it could learn my writing style. So you'll see these are all blogs that I've published on LinkedIn, and it really was just to give the AI a base of how I write and to generate that style. So now, going back to Gemini, I created a conversation to first have Gemini start to understand my writing style. So I started by prompting it, you are a writing assistant and your superpower is taking on the style and tone of your human collaborator. Your human collaborator's name is Natalie, and she wrote the 5 blogs below. Please read these 5 blogs and tell me Natalie's writing style. And then this entire prompt is simply me pasting all of those blogs into the chat. So what you see is that Gemini came back and said, based on the blogs, Here are the 6 different attributes of Natalie's writing style. I actually really appreciate and agree with the assessment of my writing style. Next, as part of the training for this conversation, I thank Gemini and tell it that its job from now on is to take any idea, outline, or point of view that I give it and to write a blog in her style about that topic. I tell it to follow up with any additional questions that it might need to make the blog incredible, and that for whatever I'm going to have it write about, the audience is always marketers. It'll write posts in my style, and it will ask clarifying questions. And then it asks me, where do I want to start? Now that I have trained my AI partner and renamed the conversation so it's easy to find, the beauty lies in switching between these conversations or revisiting them seamlessly. Need to know more about your target buyer? Pull up the persona conversation. Need to write an article? Switch to the content creation conversation. All this back and forth creates a powerful LLM ecosystem specifically tailored to my needs. Let's take a look. So now let's go back to the Amelia chat. I'm going to have it write a blog on topic 4, the future of work, how AI will shape B2B marketing rules. Now, normally I would do this research, understand the topics, and create my own point of view. But because this is a quick demo, I copied this entirely and I pasted it into the writing assistant. So as you can see, I said, in Natalie's style, I want to write a blog on, and I copied that title name. And then I took the ideas of the why this content is important to Amelia and pasted it in here. So the blog should address B2B marketer job displacements, concerns, et cetera, et cetera. Again, I do recommend this always be a set of your ideas, but for the sake of this, making it really simple. As you can see, the AI put out a great piece of content. What's been fun is that I found that it brought some of my frameworks from previous posts that I've done into this and created a really interesting post. Now, is this post perfect? No. Does it include some of the insane words that AI puts into content? Yes, but that is very easy for me to make those changes after the fact. But now I have a great first draft that I can use to create a piece of content. So very quickly, we were able to take an idea from what our audience wants and create a full blog post. Now I want to show you how you can take this content and go back to Amelia and ask a set of questions. Here, I went back to the conversation that had defined Amelia and told it that it should act as Amelia and read that entire blog post and let me know any follow-up questions Amelia would have or areas that might not be clear. I will use this to help refine the draft. And I pasted that entire blog post from the writing tab. I love Gemini. Amelia here. This draft looks like a great start. It talks about it addressing some of her concerns, and it tells me the things that it liked about the post, as well as gave me areas for further refinement. Getting this is very helpful because now I can go back with an understanding of what might not make sense, pieces that I might have missed, things that still might be rolling around in Amelia's head, and be able to further edit that post to bring in my ideas to help my target audience. By having these different conversations, you can continuously go back and continue those conversations, start to further dive into some of Amelia's wants and needs, write other blogs using that writing assistant because it does have that overall training. Total sci-fi, right? Now, I have a few notes to share. Important note 1. While the context windows across models continue to increase, LLMs may struggle to recall information from very distant interactions. Our friends do this too, right? That said, this is becoming less of an issue, as we've seen with the recent updates from Gemini and Claude. Important note 2. If you have heard of GPTs from OpenAI or bots from Poe, this is essentially what they are: trained models to help users with single-purpose tasks. However, GPTs and bots take conversational memory a step further and allow you to train them with more information and rules, and then use them directly or within any other conversation. Important note 3. OpenAI has announced a new memory feature for ChatGPT. This is still in testing and slowly rolling out, but it remembers things you discuss across all chats, preventing you from having to repeat information. How is this different from conversational memory? What it remembers applies to all conversations, not just the one that you are currently having. As a basic example, if you are doing market research on one product and then starting to draft a white paper on a different product, the market research you pulled is likely not relevant to your white paper. So this may not be something you want it to remember and apply to all conversations. However, remembering that you are, for example, a B2B marketer and that you work at a specific company may help you across all of your conversations. All this is to say, both are valuable and have different use cases. What I want to leave you with is that conversational memory allows for specialized training, creating a team of AI assistants working together to empower your work. As this technology continues to evolve, the possibilities for creative and efficient workflows are truly exciting. What are you most interested in using conversational memory for? Let me know in the comments below. And finally, if you liked this video, be sure to subscribe to this channel now.